Dude, Centipede, the birth of fucking Centipede at the end of this episode of Tokyo Ghoul. Oh my god, Kaneki, Ishida, I love this season. I'm telling you, I can't say it enough every week as a manga reader. It's just so fucking good. While this episode had its problems, I'm not gonna lie, there were definitely some problems, so I'll get to them later. But overall, fucking amazing. So much content this episode. I don't even know how the anime watchers can handle it. I don't know how you're gonna absorb all of this at once because there's so much hype going on. Got Aogiri invading the ghoul prison Koklia. Got all this set up and exposition to so many different characters. You have Kaneki getting beasted and then transforming into fucking Centipede. Don't worry, spoiler free as always. But yo, I'm hype right now. I'm so hype. I love this episode, and let's just jump right into it because there's so much content. And first thing I have to say, right out of the gate, the music once again just blows me away. Of course, the Amaterasu Godliness, that's the ED. The illustration we got this week was amazing. The last illustration, dude, with the fiendish, color page of Donato. I'm just like, Ishida, your illustration, this artwork, these color pages, so fucking beautiful, dude. And then you have the OST as a whole, dude. I need it. I need this OST because the tracks that are playing, the BGMs, the piano song that's playing when Kaneki first releases Sachi and Aogiri's just going in everywhere, the little instrumental. Once again, this new English language track we get right before the ED. And we got one every episode, and they just go so hard, dude. Sachi's going in against Kaneki, saying blah 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 blah. I'm just like, oh my god, the air of this episode by the end of it, and just the depth to the music just adds to the air tremendously. It makes, kind of this dark, eerie, kind of sad tone to everything. I'm just like, god damn, this OST is amazing. But anyway, I digress. Let's just dive right in from the beginning because so much is going on with this episode. You have Aogiri members going in everywhere. Got CCG members going in everywhere. The ghoul prison is in fucking chaos. And shit fucking got real really fucking quickly. I knew it was gonna go in, dude. I was like, hold up, brother. I see Eto perched up, overlooking the prison. I'm like, I know Amon and Akira are going there. I'm like, okay, this kind of manga content. And then I see Eto perched up over there. He's like, bam! And I'm just like squashes it in her eyesight. I'm just like, dude, don't tell me they're about to go in. And then you just see Aogiri members descending from the sky upon them as Amon and Akira are there. But let's just get into it. So first of all, Yoshitoki Washu, one of the, top brass of the CCG. We saw him last week. He is coming out of official retirement, basically, coming back to the front lines. And he wants, Maru to be his second in command. And he sends Amon and Akira to the ghoul prison in order to get more information about Aogiri, about Ao, by the information broker, the fiendish priest, Donato, dude. God, Donato, voice actor, makes him so fucking, he's already fiendish. And one gripe I've always had about the character Donato that I still have to this day in the manga is just, where the fuck would he, at least he had no information to spare, even though that, he might have had something up his sleeve, he just wanted to fuck with Amon, because we get to see Amon's backstory and everything, but where is he getting this information from? How the fuck is this man in the depths, the bowels of this maximum security ghoul prison, where they're keeping up to SS rated ghouls? Dude, how is he getting this information? Like, part of me to this day, I'm like, Ishida, you're just like this straight up plot device, or Donato's gonna become big as fuck one day. Straight up. But anyway, I digress, dude. Amon and his relationship, getting some insight into Amon's past, how he's part of this orphanage, how he viewed this priest as his father, and he went straight feed mode. Turns out he's a ghoul, destroys, eats everyone in the orphanage except for Amon, and you see the scars that has left in Amon's heart and how it's affected him, how he's trying to reconcile with that, the hatred, and yet, the sadness he carries towards Donato with those events and everything like that, and getting some insight, building Amon up as a character. And that's what this episode does across the board. There's a lot of setup for certain characters, the introduction of going into setup in the coming episodes for certain characters, and just depth and exposition into people's lives. Dude, one scene that got me though at the beginning of this episode is just Juzo, when he's like rubbing his face on the fucking on his Quinky case. I'm just like, dude, Juzo, I love you. And let's just jump into Juzo. We're gonna jump back and forth between all these fights right now, because since I'm talking about Juzo, let's just talk about Juzo confronts the twins. Fucking Shido and Kuro, the one-eyed twins, are confronted by Juzo. And I like this. See, like, scenes like this, fights like this, basically getting all the characters together, and the fights that took place during the Kano, arc, with the Kano lab raid arc, and implementing it into Aogiri raiding the ghoul prison, and yeah, having different things go on simultaneously. I'm just like, dude, this shit is crazy so much. Get exposition to the fact that, you know, Juzo has a history with these two twins, and they call him Ray and stuff like that. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but exposition into that, and there's gonna be about to be a beast fight going over there. I cannot wait. You're gonna see the twins going, you can see Juzo going. It's gonna be beast. Willing that the animation quality is hype, when that's something I'm gonna talk about a little bit, because I'll say it right now. There are certain portions of this episode where the animation quality was just bad. It was just bad. But I'll talk a little bit more about it later. But it wasn't detrimental by any means. And it's definitely a budgetary thing. So I don't have a problem with it. I still thought the episode was fucking awesome. But continuing onward, what else? What else? I want to talk about the various Aogiri members going in right now. You have Noro just destroying people. Tatara gets caught up in this one dude's Quinky, and he's like, fool, I got you, and he just disintegrates and stabs him. He's like, Tatara's a beast. You have Eto like waiting in the wings and watching all of this. Then you have like Ayato going in and, you know, meeting with Shinohara, and he finds out. You see the significance with the Arata suit that Shinohara puts on. He's like, you know. He's like, oh yeah, gee, like, that's where you were, referring to his father and everything like that. I'm just like, dude, yo, this fight, this setup between Shinohara with the Arata suit and having Ayato find out about the suit, and the significance will continue to expound, but you can tell that the Arata suit, you know, has to do more with their father, with Touka and Ayato's father and everything like that. It's amazing setup for that fight. I really like that. Then you have, like, Akira and, you know, Amon going in against fucking the feed himself, Naki is straight feed mode right now. He's sick in a different way than like Yamori even was. Like the fight between Naki, you just see her secretly, you see her Quinky secretly stab him and whatnot, and she's like, yo, he died, just straight up feeding going in. I'm just like, oh my god, dude, Naki is fucking. It's hilariously fiendish. I'm sorry, that's straight up what it is. And you see a bond starting to form between Amon and Akira, as Akira's like, you know, just leave me here, there's no sense in both of us being killed. Amon's like, nah, fuck that. Just so much shit going on with this raid, dude. It's fucking crazy. So much that so many fights going on at the same time, and I'm just like, damn, man. Damn, this episode was hype. The animation could have been better, especially like when they're descending, the gunshots and everything like that. It lacked a lot of impact. There was some just clear, you know, shoddy parts of the animation, which I definitely think is Pira at, you know, making a call here to, you know, save budget for later episodes, most likely. If not, you know, I don't want this to become, because the animation quality of episode 1 and, you know, the fights that we did get in the other 2 episodes was actually really fucking good compared to, you know, the standard quality that we've become to expect. And, you know, with some mild censorship this episode, you know, the inverted colors and things like that, I just hope it doesn't become too prevalent. I hope it doesn't become too prevalent. I hope that the animation quality goes at least back to the level of episode 1. Because that shit is fucking good. And it wasn't bad overall. You know, this is the fighting style of Tokyo Ghoul in a sense as well, you know. But it's not that, like, the fights are not too explosive in terms of just, like, minor encounters, but, you know, it can still be better. But anyway, it wasn't a big deal. It didn't detract from the episode too much. And let's talk about fucking Kaneki now. Let's just dive straight up into it, because Kaneki, we get the exposition as to why he's joined Aogiri in terms of the Route A storyline. He wants to be stronger. You know, he's lost too many comrades and people that he's cared about up to this point. He doesn't want to lose anybody else. He has to be strong, you know, to protect, you know, Touka, Hide, and Teiku and everybody there. And, you know, that's basically why he's joining Aogiri. For the most part, there might be more depth into it and what his reasoning is for allying with them and why he thinks that's the correct decision. But for the most part, we see, you know, where his mindset is. And we've got hints to that throughout the beginning episodes, that he's still, you know, his mind is still on them. And he's whatever he's doing, whatever path he's taking, he still cares for them. And you see him being pushed into a corner by this beastly ghoul, Sachi, dude. Sashi Kamishiro. And you see the link between his last name and Rise, dude. It makes you wonder, you know, the connection between them, especially with, you know, him referencing Rise over and over again. It's like, why do I smell Rise on you, boy? Like, and you see Rise's kind of Kagane come out of Kaneki. It's like Rise, like, referencing it throughout the fight. So it makes you wonder the connection between this ghoul and Rise. But he's a beast, a fucking monster, dude. Just going in left and right. He barely uses his Bikaku, barely uses it at all. He's just beasting with physical combat, landing blow after blow after Kaneki, kicking through walls. And oh my god, dude. He's fucked up Kaneki. Straight up fucked of Kaneki, pushing him to this corner where you see this, you know, insane transformation taking place in him. And shit's about to go in next week. I definitely think any, you know, slacking the animation quality, because by the end of the episode, it definitely even started to pick up a little bit compared to the beginning of the raid. And I'm just like, dude, as the episode picked up and progressed, if they're saving, you know, budget for going forward with some of the epicness that is to come, I'm perfectly fine with that. And overall, just a really fucking great episode with so much depth, exposition into various characters, and setup for these fights that are going to take place and continue onward going into next week's episode. So I'm fucking hyped. I'm fucking hyped. It's going to be awesome. It's absolutely going to be awesome. So that's pretty much it, I think. I covered everything, that every fight that took place, I think. Anything else going on? Nah, not that I can recall. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this episode. I'm hyped to see Centipede going this week. I am hyped to see Centipede. And it also makes you wonder in terms of the progression and how things are set up. For example, I was expecting Tsukiyama to pop up just because we're going into there's certain things taking place in the manga, but there are, you know, new deviations, especially with this whole invasion with Aogiri, you know, freeing all the ghouls in this prison, definitely to bolster their forces and make them stronger, and simultaneously weaken some of the CCG forces. So bold move by Aogiri right there. And, you know, I was expecting Tsukiyama to pop up after the ending of last week's episode, and him, you know, having disguised himself to get information about Kaneki and going straight feed mode. And I was like, what if he's still in their ranks and he shows up here? I was just like, that shit's gonna be crazy. And it's not too late. It's not too late, but I don't think so anymore. But nevertheless, let me know any theories you might have about the progression of this arc. None of the manga readers spoil anything for the anime only watchers. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. So, because there are still certain reveals and things that are going to take place that will continue to align with the manga reveals and content while going down this new route. So let me just know your theories for, you know, this particular route and how you think things are going to play out. How'd you feel about this episode? The animation quality, I thought it wasn't too bad, honestly, and the episode was fucking hype, dude. It was fucking hype. So let me know your thoughts, and I'm out. Peace.